Back on the dirt then for race number 7, the Yan Chai Trophy. Good race as well with some decent last start winning form. It's a Class 3 over the 1,200 metres, headed by Encore Boy. He's been runner-up on both his starts this season over course and distance. Go Public, course and distance winner last start, beating Encore Boy. Harbour Alert, course and distance winner last start, beating Encore Boy. I Am Power makes his Hong Kong debut. Superman, third last start behind Harbour Alert. Happy Dragon on the all-weather for the first time. Goldie Flanker returns, a 4th-time course and distance winner. Not in this class, though. 0 from 2 in Class 3. And Hearts Keeper, he's first up. He was a course and distance winner back in May, Brett.
All right, let's have a look at some pace here and see it coming from Encore Boy and Harbour Alert, who've both sort of drawn alongside each other in 11 and 12, so they'll need their skates on early. But I do think they can probably cross blocker D. Superman was able to sit a bit closer than I thought last start. Raging Blitzkrieg, I think, will try and posse up. And Nuclear Power's drawn low. He would have probably preferred it to be a little bit longer, but he'll have to deal with the 1,200 first up.
It's gone well, the last two starts as Encore Boy. He's just been pipped both times. Ran second on both occasions. Barrier 11, so he's going to have to work a little bit, but his work has shown he's pretty good. I thought I'd show this bit with the Harbour Alert. He's the grey horse along the inside with Pearl Champion and World Record. Now, all three are racing at this meeting, so that's why I thought I'd show it. But you can see Harbour Alert's going nicely.
You've gone to a new level here, Paul.
Got 3, I know. And Nuclear Power working with quadruple double, who we know is in the first. Just different class, right? But Nuclear Power, as you say, probably needed a bit longer, so that was his work leading into it.
Excellent. All right, well, we'll get straight into the action. Starting off with Harbour Alert beating Encore Boy last time out. Superman, solid run from him. Staviano didn't get into it.
No, he didn't. Look, Superman surprised me a little bit. The ageing galloper, 8-year-old now, but still plenty of enthusiasm. I'm a bit like Paul. I think Encore Boy's been racing really, really well, and he's just been sort of pipped the last 2. Even though he's drawn 11 here, I think he's still quite well in against the opposition. And I just keep coming back to him because he's quite honest and genuine on this surface.
I've got one to beat him, but I've got him and I've got Harbour Alert in because Tony Millard's got Harbour Alert obviously going pretty well, and he's been a very consistent horse without winning.
I tell you, if he goes around at $12, which is his current quote, or 11 to 1, I think...
no, I've seen him been back well before.
Yeah, he's likely to start shorter, but that's pretty juicy, I would have thought.
All right. And King Denki came out of that race and won as well, albeit up to his pet distance. This is Raging Blitzkrieg. I thought this was a good run. He covered some ground. He's still stuck on. The winner's very smart, Super Rich.
He is. Look, he's had a few chances, old Raging Blitzkrieg. 12 starts, 3 seconds. 2 of those better runs have been on this surface, so for that reason I'll give him another opportunity, but he's been a little bit costly. He's been beaten favourite a few times, so I'm not convinced about him. I take your point on the form, Andrew, with Super Rich and Handsome Bobo and others. I'll struggle to tip him to win.
$3, I think, has come up a little bit short for him because there's some nice dirt horses in this race. He's by Sharmadow out of a Rock of Gibraltar mare. You just think he'd want longer than 1,200 on breeding. But, look, as you say, he's had a couple of good runs. Zach Burden's on barrier too, so...
I think the dirt's a positive for him.
Yeah, definitely. John Slice trained as well. Go Public was a last start winner, beating Encore Boy. It was a huge effort, but we're looking at him in trial action.
Yeah, it was a real good effort from him, and he's come back to the trials, and it's a really nice, quiet trial. He just quietly comes down the outside. I think he'll do this once again. I think he's going to be really tough to beat. We know that Mi Choi is very good with these horses on the dirt, and I think he's got plenty of ability, so I'm going to go with him. I think he can do 2 in a row.
He went around at 10 to 1 there. It was a nice collect if you manage to get on. I've got him in the tips as well. I think he'll go close, but I just think there might be 1 or 2 that'll find the line in front of him.
All right, what about Nuclear Power and Goldie Flanker? We know he'll be in the early part of the race. Where will he be when they cross the line, though? Nuclear
Power for me, I'm going to wait. Again, we've got that all dirt meeting coming up at the end of the month, and I think he might be better suited maybe over a longer trip. Goldie Flanker, we know he'll give away a start. He can reel off quick final sectionals, but he's never been able to do it in this class.
Yeah, I'm going to watch Goldie Flanker because you have your heart in your mouth with him most of the time, don't you? Because he's normally last with about 300 to go. But
wasn't asked a question there. That was a high-class trial as well with Pakistan star in the field. So Raging Blitzkrieg maybe on the short side. Want to beat him, Paul?
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Go Public. I think he can put 2 together. I thought it was a real strong effort from him last time, and he's got rating points in hand. Encore Boy is very consistent. Harbour Alert is also very consistent. I haven't totally given up on Star yet. He's disappointed me a little bit in those last two, but he's so well rated now and he'll be at peak fitness after those runs. So I'll give him a chance on the minor line. I went 3, 1, 4 and 9, but I do like the 3 each way. He's an each way price at the moment.
I've got similar numbers to Paul. I left the 9 out, but he was sort of the first on the bench to come in if there was a scratching. But I'll go with Encore Boy. I just think he's so honest. He'll be up there on the pace and he'll give you everything he's got, and he could very well win this race. Raging Blitzkrieg is better suited to this surface for me, but he's been costly. Go Public, I think he'll do his thing, get back and run on. And Harbour Alert will be up there, but he might just sort of get run over final stages with a little bit more weight to carry. We still know, of course, Victor Wong looking for that final winner before he loses that £10 claim. So 1634, I'll be happy to play Encore Boy if he's that type of price.
Yeah, I bet you'd love to ride that winner for Tony Millard as well, his boss. I went with Raging Blitzkrieg in the end, but the price is on the skinny side at the moment.